Hey, you guys are just in time. Getting ready to put the first saddle on Mrs. Mustang. And if you hang around me or know me, putting a saddle on for the first time is like, it's like a graduation certificate. You know, it's like a, hell yeah, you did it kind of a thing, right? When you get to that point and you're finally, you put the work in and all, you know, you get to say, let's do it. I'm so excited. I'm just to saddle her up. So I've already kind of been tinkering with her, and I put this saddle blanket on a little earlier, and then I did toss the saddle on for all clarity of honesty. So this will actually be the second time the saddle has sat on her, but I put the first one on and took it off and went and got you guys. So, but Mrs. Mustang has really doing well in staying down regulated, meaning, right, she's not getting up and going. So I want to give her an opportunity here to just check it out if she so chooses. So we'll just hang out right here for a minute. She's really not too concerned at it at all, but here's my final test before I'm going to throw it on. I walk in there and touch that shoulder, and if those shoulder muscles fire, I got problems. And if those shoulder muscles stay nice and relaxed, I've at least got a green light at that point, right? Doesn't mean I'm good to go get in the saddle, but I'm good to get to that point. So oh, little tiny twitch. All right, good. Now the next thing I want to do is let her know just kind of how and what's going to happen here. So I'm going to throw this saddle up nice and high. Right, because is that what's going to happen when I throw this on? You bet. That reticular activating system in her brain, right, it's going to see sight, sound, and touch. So we got a lot of sight, we got some sound as it's going up, and then believe me, when it lands on her back, we're going to have some touch. So we've already got our mind down enough that this should go pretty uneventful. But you know what? It's always safe to do a couple of just little kind of dry runs. So all right, her feet moved a little bit of touch. How about you guys come right up here? Let me get you right up here. And then I can keep one eye on you and one eye on her. All right, so I can. Little bit of feet movement. Let's give her just a reset. There it is, got my licking and chewing. Right, I don't want to saddle up a bunch of cortisol and a bunch of stress and worry, so we just got some out right there. All right, let's do this. So what I'm not going to do is be all creepy and sneaky and to get this saddle on. I'm just going to throw it on like, you know, this is the 97th time we've saddled her. So quick little check again. Nicely done. And then that's all I'm going to do. I want to get out, make sure she can reset, get her head down a little bit, make sure she can pay attention to me. There we go. Mrs. Mustang loves to lick and chew with her mouth right on the ground like that, so we've watched her behavior enough. We know just how she's going to go about it. All right, so I'm going to go over on the outside, let all my tack down, come over here, and cinch her up for the first time. So when I'm on this side, I want to check and make sure, you know, I'm looking for any firecrackers. If I got problems, right, we've got her turned down. We've got her nice and relaxed. Girl. I want to grab that cinch, give her just a tug or two. I'm feeling for tight muscles right here in her shoulder with my hand. Things are feeling good. We're going to keep on going. Again, this is the first time saddling, and I mean, I started working with her this morning here. So I've been out here tinkering around with her for probably an hour and a half, just going reviewing the basics, but it's been a couple of 3 months since we've done anything with her. And where we left her was getting ready to saddle. So I had a little hour and a half review, and we passed test, right? We got a bunch of licking and chewing. She's probably licked and chewed 30 times or so in this hour and a half, maybe a little more. I like that we aren't having muscles fire. So I'm going to tighten and loosen. Right, I want her to know it's what it feels like, and it'll go away. If your horse panics, you know, they get cinched up like this and they don't know that's going to go away, they need some brain work, right? They need to relax and get there. So Mrs. Mustang, she kind of knows pressure release. That's our whole game here, pressure release. All right. Okay, we're going to cinch this up. Each time I'm getting a little bit tighter. Then I loosen it up. Then I get a little bit tighter. We're going to loosen it up one more time. And then I'm going to lock it in. But when I'm going to loosen it up, I have it loose enough. Should we have a fall apart here, this saddle's easily going to fall off. I don't want it cinched just with friction and then have that bust loose if she gets moving around and cause me a really bad saddle breakage. All right, we're going to let her reset. See, Mrs. Mustang, she kind of knows the game already. She knows that there's going to be pressure, there's going to be release, and then there's going to be time to seek mental relief. And that's how she can get this dopamine release, get this licking and chewing, lower her nervous system, get that autonomic nervous system down to relax. Dude, we're good. Licked and chewed twice right there. All right, let's go do this, Mrs. Mustang. All right, so this time I'm going to go through the same procedure. You know, if you guys want your horses to be super cinchy when you're starting them, crank this sucker as tight as possible for the first time and then leave it there, right? Let your horse know that they're going to get cut in half right off of the bat. That way, every time you come back and saddle them, they'll have that same mindset. You're going to cut them in half, and they'll get really cranky and pissed about it. So that's how you teach them to be cinchy. Now, if you want your horse to be nice and relaxed about being cinched, do it up a little bit, let them feel it, then give them some release, right? Let her grow her confidence into this. So I might do this 6, 8, 9, 10, a dozen times, whatever her body tells me. She's not even getting tight at all. So I'm going to keep going. Tight, loose, tight, loose. Let me fix this foot. There we go, right here. Tight. Ooh. So she walked forward on that one. That's her telling me, hey, I'm a little tense. I'm a little nervous, so I want to slow things down. So I want this to be a win, because this is her first time being saddled. And once I get all this cinched and tightened up, I want to take her for a little walk